Hello Aries, this is your general reading for the second week of May. And remember, if it resonates, go with it. If it don't, move it on. And check your sun, moon, and rising. That's also very helpful for you. Okay. So I started pulling cards right before I turned on the video. And right before, I had this feeling like some of y'all have been having some bodily situations going on. Check into that. I'm not saying like the virus, I'm saying like sitting too long or not eating right, that kind of thing. And then I pulled the Ten of Swords in reverse, and I was like, it's almost like your mind is finally coming out of this dark time, basically, like a dark night of the soul, and realizing a lot of stuff that happened to you in the past or you did to other people in the past. And it's been some tears, it's been some, ooh, that was not that great. But just remember, we all make mistakes, and when you own up to them, it feels good. And the reason why I say that is because with our King of Wands here, it's almost like you realizing all the stuff that happened before basically has made you the type of person where now you know what is right and what's wrong, because you're like, ooh, been there, done that, could have wrote a trilogy. So now in your present moment, you are getting a wish fulfillment. What's up? Yes, Cups energy. So there is a goal that you've been working on for quite some time, and you've been diligent on it, and now it's starting to pay off. So good job. And okay. But in the future, there is someone you want to message, someone you want to talk to or approach, and you're just a little weary of it. You're basically like, nah, kid, I ain't doing that, because I don't even think that's gonna go well. But what does Spirit want to say? You're feeling that because you're feeling still super defensive, basically. You think that it's going to be an all-in fight, but it's not. You might need to do a little more soul searching. You already did before, and that was like the first thing. Yay. But just do a little bit more, and you'll see exactly what you need to see. Because when it comes to the goal that you got, it wasn't exactly the best for your. It's like when people transform, you can transform and become whoever you want to be, but this transformation isn't actually helping you evolve. But this next situation is going to help you evolve and help with your long-term overall stability. So continue to look within yourself, and you're going to see exactly what that is. Okay? Needing perfection, looking on old relationships, if that's friendship, love, co-workers, whatever, but it feels a little more work related. Might be some people you've worked with. I'll bore you. And you're kind of like, friends, you're kind of teetering on, again, now that you have this is what I'm supposed to be doing, this is the way I should be acting, or this is how I would like to. There's still a little bit of, but I still want to be bad. I still want to kind of get away with the shit I used to get away with, basically. But remember, when you're overly seeking for perfection, then a lot of times it's easier to make more mistakes, right? If you just kind of like go with it and understand that you're not going to get everything perfect, but you can still get that goal, that satisfaction, then you'll be fine. So there's something that you still feel a little stuck in, but either you're about to leave this situation or you're gonna quit your job. It's different for some people, but there is just, yeah, there's a lot of thinking energy here. A lot of wanting to reminisce and change certain relationships. So yeah, so this goes back to your future energy. So aka towards the end of the week, more like, you know what, let me stop thinking about this shit and like go and be action oriented to change the relationships that you want in your life. So if you're friends with someone and you want to become romantic, if you're romantic with someone and you want to be friends, that is what's going on right now. You're definitely like, yeah, need a change, need to do something else. This is not it. Energy. So don't fight it. Don't fight against it. Just literally go with it. You've been preparing for this. You got this. But understand that, like, to create change in the world, you don't have to be perfect. So understand that your problems will be resolved if you just release them. Okay? And it looks like what you're noticing is in the past, when you were reminiscing, you're starting to realize like it wasn't as great as you thought it was. It's basically like, you know, sometimes we kind of are delusional and think, man, back in the day, it's like childhood. Sometimes people act like childhood was so freaking great. And then one day you remember like, yeah, but everyone was always telling me what to do and I couldn't make my own decisions and I had to go to bed and eat food I didn't like and all that kind of stuff. So you idolize childhood for what childhood represents, which is like freedom and not having responsibility and all that stuff. But then you forget that like you also, everything that you do is being controlled by like your parents or your caregivers or whatever. So basically when you look back to the past, you're gonna start to realize like, wow, there were certain friends I had or romantic partners that I had that just like were not good for me, my friend. Like just were not good. And there were times where I needed to get out of that lifestyle or get out of that, and I just kind of like stayed. And so your wish fulfillment that you're getting right now, the thing that you really wanted, you're kind of realizing like, what did my friend used to always say? Dang, and someone famous said it, my bad. But basically like yesterday's solutions, today's solutions are tomorrow's problems or something like that. So almost like you're realizing that there were certain things that you did as a solution in the time, like at that moment, but now that's like now your future problems. Okay, so you know, if you started smoking because you're really anxious, you didn't actually work on being anxious, but now you got a new problem, which is smoking. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. So basically, that's what the fairies want to say. You don't say anything else? Yeah, so go within yourself. Again, I'm going to go back to this. Got to go within yourself. Have some quiet time. Find your inner power. Understand what your intuition is. Because right now, there is a lot of media and a lot of stuff being bombarded at us when it comes to the virus, to the woes of the world and all that stuff. And a lot of people just like, what do? I just want to believe everything that I read or I see or whatever. And for you, it's really making you feel uneasy. And so basically, that's why you need to just take some time for yourself and figure out, get with your, what's that one lady say? Get with your star player, right? And bring it all together. So yeah, do that, friend. I'll see you next week. I love you. I love me. I love us. I love we. I'll see you soon. Bye.